Hello, this is Jeff Gwynn Fails 297 here, and I'm gonna show you my version of doing a blowover. I just want to say that between every single blowover ever created, I believe that this is the best way to do a blowover, because whenever I want to do a blowover real quick, it never failed me. So basically, when you try this, you're guaranteed to do a blowover. Before we go on any further, I just want to say that, this took a little while to make because I had to change my name. So, let's get right into it, okay? So we're gonna right-click on Start here, and then we're gonna go into Explore. Then you're gonna click on Papyrus NASCAR 2000 Racing 2003 season. Alright, I'm gonna show you what I do first. Then I'm going to show you what you need to do. So basically what I do is I go into the players folder, and I click on my name, then I click on the, actually that is mine, that doesn't matter if you choose player. Then you click on the track configuration settings. Now if you look up here, you'll find employee roof flaps. And when you first look at it, it'll be on 1. That means if it's on 1, that means your roof flaps are on. And if it's on 0, that means your roof flaps are off. So, whenever I'm driving at Talladega, I always make sure my roof flaps are off. You don't have to do that. You could, of course, set it on 1 with the roof flaps on. But, while I'm driving, I always set the roof flaps on 0. Okay? So then you click on File, Save, and then you can close out of that. Now, here's what you yourself need to do, okay? Now, you're going to click on the Tracks folder. You're going to scroll down to your favorite track. In this case, let's go to Talladega. You're going to click on the track configuration settings. And you need to go down until you find chassis type right here. And you're gonna need to set the chassis type to 5. And once it's set to 5, that means the car will tend to go really, really fast. And you're also going to go down to track tire heat and track tire wear. And you're gonna need to set both of those to 2. So I set my track tire heat to 2 and my track tire wear to 2 as well. Excuse me. Now, you're also going to find the track all-point grip and the track concrete grip right here. And you're going to need to set both of those to 5. So, I set the all-point grip is set to 5, and the track concrete grip is set to 5. And you need to find the track base temp and set that to a negative number. In this case, negative 100 degrees. So you then click on File, Save, and then you can close out of that. And, now that's how you set the track. Now we gotta set up the car. So we go into the game here. Okay. Okay, now the game's opening up. Now, before we test out a ride, you gotta go into the options menu, and you're gonna need to make sure that all of these I think that's driving aids are off, but you can leave on automatic clutch if you want to. Okay, so you can leave on automatic clutch if you want to. You don't have to do that, okay? Now you're going to need to go into the gearbox and set that to direct input. And that allows you to set your controls. But one control that you have to remember that's very important is the reverse button right here. So in this case, I set my reverse button on 0. Okay? Perfect. Okay? Now you click on the testing session. Then you click on go into the track you modify, in this case Talladega, But before you go any further, you gotta make sure that the weather is set to realistic, okay? Alright, so now now you need to go into the garage before you get driving. And you're gonna need to set both springs. First, the left front to 1,200 pounds, and on the right front, 1,250 pounds. And in the left rear, 500 pounds, and the right rear, 500 pounds as well. Okay, so you click on done, and if it asks you to save, just do the save point, okay? Alright, so that's basically it. And once you put that all together, you will drive. You will get a blowover. But now because the outs point and concrete grip is set that way, the car will tend to tip over. But when you first set that way, the car will tend to be a little wobbly. But once you get the hang of it, it'll be very easy. It's like riding a bicycle. Okay? And as you can see, when you turn, the car wants to tip over, okay? Alright? So at any point now, you just hit the reverse button, and something like this should happen. Yeah! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Woo! Alright, now let's take a look at the replay and view everything a little slower this time, okay? So now let's just slow down, okay? So now once we hit the 0 button, the car will tend to lose control. And like I said before, because the outs point and concrete grip is set to a different level, the car will tend to tip over when going into a blowover. And a quick tip here is the best point to roll over is in the grass. Because once you're in the grass, the car will tend to flip-flop around and round and round. But something else is really cool too. If you tend to roll on the track and land back on your wheels, at one point the car will tend to bounce up into the air because the car is still not on very good grip. So even though that you're sliding around, it will tend to fly over. Flip over, actually. Okay? So those are some tips that are actually kind of important. Okay? And, I have to say, that's it. That's how you basically do my version of a blowover. Hopefully this works out for you guys, but if you still need a little help, contact me, but, and I'll try and answer your questions, and I'll try and review it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.